Hi guys, welcome to StudentChow, the channel where we try and cook recipes on a budget and try not to fluff our pre-scripted lines and take it all in one take. This week we've got a new challenge and it's the first dinner by dice of 2018, so let's get into it. Okay, so it's a Saturday, treat yourself to brunch. Pretty simple. And if you're not familiar with the concept, this is where we add in some random number generators. So I've got a D20 dice, that's how much I'm allowed to spend overall. So if I get 10, I have to spend £10 or under. And I've got a D12, that's how many portions I need to cook. So if I get an 8, I need to cook 8 portions. And I've got a D6, so that is a different one. If I get an odd number, it has to be vegan or vegetarian, and if I get an even number, it has to be with meat. Let's not try throwing them down the side of the oven this time. Okay, so it's a 1, that means it needs to be veggie or vegan. I got 9 on the portions, and I got £14 to spend. Okay guys, so we've got our portions, we've got our challenge, let's head to the store. Okay guys, we're back from the store. So today we're going to be making some sweet potato hash browns. We're going to throw them together with some charred sweet corn salsa, some walnuts and some corn sausages. It's going to be amazing. This recipe starts by grating our sweet potatoes. Once they've been peeled, we're going to throw them into a bowl with a couple of eggs, some onion, some chilli, some garlic, and then we're going to make patties out of them. Oh, by the way, make sure you also season them with salt and pepper. You know, I was worried that one bag of sweet potatoes wasn't going to be enough. And, well, I mean, look at it. Hold on. Yep, that's going to be enough. I've not even added anything in yet. Oh, and I didn't buy flour because I've got way too much of it here. And if I don't want to be wasting anything, I might as well use my store cupboard as well. Here's a tip as well, make sure your hands are wet before you handle the patty mix or else it's just going to stick to your hands. Tully didn't just learn that. Okay, I'm going to start these off in a super hot oven. And then we'll get them out later towards the end to stick them into a pan just so they crisp up and they get a little bit of colour on them as well. Okay, while that's all cooking, we're going to work on our corn salsa. For this, we're going to get a pan really hot and then we're going to throw it in dry, and then we're going to add in some salt, pepper, onion, garlic, lemon juice, some honey that we had left over from our beans on toast recipe, which you can find up there, and a little bit of chili pepper just to give it that nice kick. Okay, just keep stirring it, and the idea is to get it really dry in the pan to the point where it starts to like caramelize and char. Okay, while that's going, I'm gonna throw my pans into my tomato. Okay, while that's going, I'm gonna throw my tomatoes into another hot pan, nice and dry, and they're gonna blister. And while they're doing that, I'll dice up my sausages. They've been out now to defrost, so they should be okay. And I'll throw them into the pan with the tomatoes. Okay, last thing before we plate up, we've got a hot pan, we're going to spray some oil into it and then just throw our hash browns in so that they've got a chance to crisp up and get a little bit of colour on them as well. Okay, we're almost done. We're just going to plate it up. We're going to plate it up with some mange too and some walnuts for extra crunch as well. And there we go guys, that's brunch done. Just as the breakdown, we've definitely got enough for 9 portions. So I'm going to be making them up after I've had this for lunches. In the end it cost about £9 in total. So we definitely came under budget, which I thought was going to be a real challenge considering we had to get all those things in to bind the patties. I think next time if I want it to go vegan, I'll just knock the egg out entirely and substitute it for something slightly more expensive as a binding agent. And of course, with the exception of the egg, it's vegetarian, swap that out, it's vegan. But as always, the final test is how good it tastes. I really like the fact that how sweet these cherry tomatoes are. And it just cuts through that heat from the chili, from the corn salsa, and of course we've got the walnuts to provide the crunch. You have to give this recipe a go. Let me know how you get on. Follow us on all the social media, and if you fancy supporting StudentChow, you can also stick us a couple of quid on Patreon as well. Until then, see you next time.